I'll present you the Live Sallina project. This takes place in the northern part of the Atlantic French coast. The project begins in 2018 and ends on 2023. We have three territories concerned by this project. The salt marshes on Guérande and Metz, here. The island of Noirmoutier and the Marais Breton. The global objective of this project is the restoration and management of the lagoon habitat and the salt meadows, and to provide to Avocet good nesting sites. And that's the global objective, and we have other objectives that structured our project. We must fight against the invasive species, and specifically about, again, the Baccharis, that is a very problematic species that come from America. And we want to promote the development of sustainable management practices on targeted habitats. We develop knowledge on community habitats and heritage species of salt marshes, and we raise awareness among the public and local stakeholders of environmental issues related to the lagoon habitat and Atlantic salt meadows. The lagoons are really in the center of our project. That's why we make many studies on it, and big works to restore the hydraulic system and to be able to manage the level for each issue we want to promote. It's on these salt marshes. The structure of is very different as on Mediterranean or on the Black Sea coast. We have, for example, on Guérande, we are on about 2,000 hectares of salt marshes, and we have about 2,000 basins from very diversity of surfaces. Like this, like you can see on the photo. Each basin can be managed independently. So if we want to preserve Rupia, for example, we can just adjust the level as we want. And one of the big objectives of this project is the preservation of the Tolipella sallina, that is a very endangered species and protected species that grow in these marshes. On this species, we have an experiment of reimplantation to be able to cultivate this plant and understand better what are the good conditions for it. And one of the target species is the Avocet. For this species, one of the main action is to build nesting islets, because usually this species nest on little bridges in the basins that are connected to the dikes. So it's a very bad condition because of the predation risk. So we use some excavator machine to make islets in the basin for them. And with this species, we can observe common terns, red shank, or other bird species nesting with the Avocet. And for this species, it's really important to manage the level of the basin of water to permit them to nest safely, and after to permit to the chicks to feed with a good water level. We have an action to monitoring the success of this management. It's really a really big work to manage, to monitoring the marshes. When you can see the basins and the landscape, it's really hard to see all the basins on all the breeding seasons. So each basin is followed each week. So 2,000 basins each week for the teams on the ground. So it's hard. And for this project, we must work with all stakeholders because there is very, very many human activities on these sites. The most important are the salt producers because it's a very, very big economy in our region. On our 2,000 hectares of salt marshes, we have about 300 producers, independent producers of salt. So in each project, we must ask us if it's okay for our works must be compatible with the producing for the future, if it's not the case at this time of the work. Another important stakeholder is the breeders, because we have animals grazing on the dikes, and it permits to maintain the habitat, the salt meadow habitat on the dikes, and it is very helpful to fight against the invasive species, and especially for the Burgas. And the last stakeholders is the hunters, because specifically where on the non-exploited salt marshes, hunting is the main activities. So the hunters manage the level of the water level in the basins, and they manage too the dikes where they put some hides, for example. So we have to work with them, and as I see on a presentation today, stakeholders can make our project really great, or it can make fallen the project at all. Okay, so it's okay for me. I hope you understand something. Thank you.